Let's go! Can you please calm the phone down, Erica? My goodness, great feels like.
Upholstery on this chariot.
Why do you have to be so dumb and blind all the time, man?
Don't blink, you'll miss me.
Hey, if you need a tow, just holler.
I had to play all the characters in this car, so it's always like. Alright, let's do this. Oh no, let's go, bro. This is so cool. Let's go, let's go! Let's go! Hi, cry baby. Oh, cry loud, Erica. You always want to shut up about people cheating. What the hell is wrong with you? The bullshit sometimes, chat. Yeah, I remember that Mike Truinsky finally destroyed him. That was actually well done to Mike. Well, bravo to Mike. But he is.
Exactly how fast can we go? Ah, piece of cake.
Cake.
Police! Hands where I can see you. Okay, hey, jump up. Out of the car. Now.
This is gonna be good.
Don't blink, you'll miss me. Hope the wind's with me.
No, that was funny.
And if you play with multiple weapons, then you think
bring us to 3 o'clock. I'll do that job.
That wasn't so super.
Oh no, gravy!
That you play if everything was a GTA game,
This is incredible.
what would his role be? Main character, side character? If you see, let me know in the comments below.
No idea, mate. I think he'd definitely be more like a puppet.
I am ready. Up we go.
So wait, what do we have to do? You get 10.
Oh yes, let's.
And Berrigan had a big smoke order just then.
How
All that was in sight, and those people still didn't know the conflict.
I'm sorry, there are no red lights in a race. This is sort of like a horse carriage, right?
Classic.
you're in my way. Slow it down. Shall I?
That see a character like NPC. Just from it's like looking at that feet. For every person in the facility, give you that feet like you can shape. But the way you come to see that it's easy because it's staying so we can beat them.
Perfection in motion. What a ride.
What a weirdo he is. Jeez, Louise.
Can't see me.
Out of my way. Here goes.
How dare you? Applause, yes! Oh, you're so kind.
I see you scrolling and don't try it as the don't try better now. Try better. But you play, what do you think about the GTA 5 little AI? If I may put it on. I'm starting to a little better. What y'all think? Every video is going to be containing one of these skits. So be prepared for that.
I only got 70 guys, so I need to get go go.
To find say it was AI. They're the only one you've ever been in with a president, with a giant though. Not the only one you've ever been in. You can't even manage your calories, let alone your money, stupid ass bitch.
Oh, jeez, he's getting destroyed, Erican.
I mean, he's acting like he's gonna run a war with anybody. I'm gonna get him a beating before anything else is sticking on you.
Awesome. Excellent choice.
Yep, he's getting destroyed because he's a bullhead.
He's coming up with the only reason why he
Time to show him what I can do.
I've read about this vehicle. Mickey Mouse is in the house. Time to be super.
This is gonna be a great race. Big race. I got this.
I don't understand why you always wear the stupid marks. I don't know why.
See ya. Now this is the part. Here we go.
Like it comes through like this kind of describe okay, people say you know this stuff each video. It helps out a lot. If now you say okay, you have to fucking channel you more and chicken over me. You use that and get you probably put the fish in. You know, it's one of the
Concentrate, hero. Sweet.
I think that's going to part of the game since every now and then you can see 5 on the other switch and it's going to be the PlayStation but like thanks for sharing
feminine doesn't make you any less of a woman. You know, you don't have to give in to the beauty standards and the patriarchy and get that basically. That's the first message. And it is one that I fully back and support, especially in today's society. Also saying that it is rage based, I don't understand what love is if that's the case.
So, you said, well, even, right, it's either I do this thing that you're accusing of being like intentionally inflammatory and playing it into the stereotypes perpetuated by the right of against people, or I'm some like impulsive getting too, getting too. And I don't think that that's a straight up problem. I think that there's a way to make the content to do an application for the trans community without playing into the stereotypes perpetuated by the right. And I think that there is demonstrated by many other trans creators and influencers on a daily basis. And in fact, I'll actually give you a test of I think you would prove this to yourself. Earlier you said, Dean, I think that we would see the same thing practically through my content, given that I made it when I actually called lot of Disney. So, prove me wrong, okay? Make that same type of content from the back of your phone for the next year, and I bet that we'll get more content about you from the left, and there won't be as strong counter responses against you from the people on the left. You know what I mean? And I know you're right. I know you're right. I agree that would probably be the case. But also, if I were to make content out of my, apartment for a year, two things would happen. The first is it just wouldn't be interesting content because I wouldn't be interested in making it because I like to get out and about.
How do we stop this thing? This is gonna be a great race. Deep breaths. I got this.
Time to bring it all together.
Time to fly! It's exactly what we're doing. Rage face, get money. Why? I'm I do education within my school. That I but it will be wrong things that are I like to go. Actually, what is happening?
More interesting hiding from the
Hello, Mum. How are you? Happy Easter. Sure, I can do that. Oh, goody. So that means that we can have Easter eggs afterwards, right?
Yeah, we're going to do two.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds good.
Okay, sweetie. Love you.
Love you too, Mom.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao, Mom. Yep, gonna play the Mad Hatter because he's actually a fan favorite character.
Check. We just stop and listen. Check. You respect the people that doesn't matter. You watch. We disagree. Yeah, we disrespect. Don't get into
And not a moment too soon.
Men or may not be in society's eyes, are they going to feel so degraded by the fact that you're
How delightful!
even people on the left are still think back to it makes the conversation so difficult to engage in it. It's no party.
9 years ago, okay.
I'm an adult that enjoys this world. I'm a content creator that talks about trans issues. And also you talk about the trans community like it's accountable, right? Like the trans community is massive. And you say like, well, you should talk to people in the trans community. I have, right? And it's not as black and white as you, right? There are people who look at the content and make and say, I think what she's going for, right? Just because certain loud voices, especially.
That's a very poor argument. Oh, certain people say I get what they're doing, okay? Like there are people who have the right to have every individual opinion to have other people on the right thing to get these opinions. Usually harms the cost spread within groups.
Not bad, not bad.
There's also some trans people who don't agree with you. There's trans people that come online and they say, I'm a trans woman, but I know I'm like and I could never be a real woman. There's always like people within that marginalized group of people who are going to have a crazy or similar opinion. Not relevant. That's
people there, right, who are used in a completely different way, by the way, to perpetuate stereotypes about trans people, right? What I'm doing has like a lot of thought put into it, right? And not everyone sees it the way that you see it, and not all left-wing people see it the way they see it. Because what I will say is that you talk about left-wing people who are typically pro-trans, but those people are only pro-trans to a point, right? Even the left has its own deeply ingrained transphobia to deal with, right? Like things that you might not even think about. Like I do. Every trans person deals with some level of baseline transphobia that we were faced with, right? Like what I'm working towards is a world in which an adult trans woman can go to Disney World, right? Enjoy herself, right? And not be seen as a predator, right? I can without making the
This is not a core argument. You know, if people turn around and like, you put this
What a wonderful surprise.
not what people are saying. Girls, go to Disneyland. That's what we're asking. Go to Disneyland and enjoy yourself. Like, why do you have to be present at Disneyland? Why do you have to be so genitals at Disneyland? And the fact that she said, I do the obvious context, you know?
I think I'm here. Yep, I was. I just think.
even without making those videos, right, the corn dog videos, even just posting selfies of myself at Disney World and streaming, just eating food, like not doing any sort of scripted content, those comments were the same exact, oh, women children, oh, you're going looking after kids, right? Like, those prejudices already exist, whether or not I am making scripted content that is stood out for them. I think it's a good goal to want to achieve the goal of like more societal trends acceptance. I just don't think you're going to achieve that goal by talking about genitalia at Disney. Okay. I mean, my goal is one drop and a button, right? I'm not like, yes, this video
what the hell
is solve the problem, right? I make videos and when I think about things, maybe I can use this interesting backdrop, this catchy backdrop, explain a concept to some people.
Okay, so she's acknowledging that she does need to think about like how to different content and think different ways to send into the content. And so I think the fact that she realizes that some people do it totally wants to get people do. This is what we're doing. She's going to do it. So what I think is that
Well, who left that there?
You think that video pictures are very good at in terms of what you see that whole more like storytelling in society. I think that video talks about people about his body surgery and that is a certain part of innovation.
Melting popsicles! That is.
I feel so sorry for Disneyland.
I think it's going to be interesting when I'm going to be back up to this. I will stop saying because it's such a trend quickly. If anybody is talking about getting into Disney, I'm just going to be there. I think that the reaction is going to be faster than it used to after your friends. So it's going to be a little bit intense right now, but 100%. But it's like, don't even get it. You know what I mean? But it's like, in most situations where it's like, like if I do this thing, we're going to have a self-explanatory racism, like the rocky there. It should be like, do this thing even in the way that like false, or feel like you can place it with a not doing that thing because of the self-explanation of racism. Like, okay, right? It's not like God to do something because it provoke somebody to be racist things like reactions to you. You guys don't feel like behind you in action, unless you be looking at Razor Park as a really bad person because a lot of people are very racist in response to an upset.
Yeah, I'm glad that people set up for a long time. I just kept thinking like it's a bit of a slippery slope to tell people that they can't engage with certain things that will then further especially if what you're doing isn't an issue, and that, for example, the right arm is going to be reactionary. I'm glad that you brought that up. So far, it's been like you have to also acknowledge that there is an element of things where it's not always a specific individual's fault if they do something which then causes a reaction which then fuels it already harmful. Obviously, Disney on example is a good example of that because I feel as if like it was just inappropriate for stuff. Anyway, I don't really think it's a yet, so I think I've covered everything I can cover. Give me a talking podcast to do. If you did enjoy the video, please give me a like, please give me a thumbs up, please give me a something. This is why I can do this, I don't know what I'm doing. Subscribe because I know a lot of you aren't, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks again to Incognito for sponsoring today's video, and don't forget to check the link down below. There's 60% off of everything.
Here we go, the most lava.
They gave us some of the greatest girl stuff. They also gave us some of the most unhinged ones. And today we are ranking all of them, starting with the ones who somehow became the most relatable Disney character ever made. Take Megara from She is the absolute GOAT purely because she's the only Disney heroine who starts the movie with the love of her. And we love her. She isn't singing about someday my prince will come. Instead, she's having strong beliefs that men are trash. She literally sold her soul to say that she gets hair, which is a level of trauma that hits way too close to home. So stop. Look, I learned my lesson, okay? She represents every person who confirms and decided to get by a cat instead. But when she pushes Hercules out of the way in that falling pillar, that hits harder than hits as it could. We've all been there. She didn't need a savior. She just needed a partner who wouldn't ghost her the second things got tough. I wish to say I understand. We all love her, but look, I'm not a relationship expert, but in many facets, she is the definition of habit. Donald is famous for his explosive temper, but if you look closely, Daisy is often the one lighting the fuse, which makes it make sense. She treats their relationship like a game, frequently flirting with Donald's lucky cousin, Gladstone Gander, just to see if he'll explode his jealousy. It creates an exhausting cycle where Donald has to constantly jump through his history to work. I'm just saying, instead of being his peace, he becomes his biggest stressor. Modern fans find this dynamic more frustrating than Steve because a real partner should be your teammate, not the person constantly keeping score. Tiana. Daisy demands a kingdom, but Tiana goes her own. She completely changed the game in The Princess and the Frog by proving that a great girlfriend doesn't need to be saved. She needs a partner who can keep up. When she meets Prince Naveen, she isn't charmed by his title, she is actually annoyed by his laziness. I love you. Bye. He had never worked a day in his life, and instead of spooning, he literally hands him a broom and puts him to work. And you know what? Fans love her because she fixes him, but with responsibility. By the time they finally get married, you aren't just rooting for a fairy tale ending, you are rooting for two people who genuinely make each other better. It's a relationship built on shared struggles and mutual respect, setting the gold standard for modern Disney romance.
I wouldn't miss. I'm ready.
With this, we are moving towards our next girlfriend, Vanessa. Well, she represents the ultimate dating nightmare, the catfish. Appearing for only a few minutes in The Little Mermaid, Ursula's human disguise left a lasting scar on the fandom because she embodies the fear of being
Especially with Satch on the line. This is gonna be a great race.
We could solely voice a literal brainwashing to support the connection that was her. It is killing because she bypasses the expense entirely, manipulating the memories to create a rough day for one function. Tiny choices that fans find her especially suitable to information. Style is a harsh reminder that with a relationship, that is being what she would hire from person. The method used found is competent, but the humble user trying to understand and honestly related on better language. The humble and the are often cited as the gold standard because their relationship started with a toxic negotiation, not a win. I want to say this. Let's call it really good. What makes her so lovable is how she looks past the striving and avoids herself to find the vulnerable force of her. They didn't find her. They founded everything in trauma and decided to do it. When the impulsive man saved her, sacrificing his own life for her freedom, it proves he valued her soul with the form of magic. It sounds simple, but it's a refreshing, healthy dynamic that celebrates growth over possession. It celebrates the journey of we have to talk about the owner, or rather, the buffalo in the room. Belle is an intellectual icon, sure, but her relationship with the beast, in modern dating terms, it's a walking red flag. If it was me, if a guy locks me in his house, screams at me for touching a rose, throws furniture when he's mad, I'm getting a restraining order. Critics argue that this dynamic relies on the dangerous I can fix him trope, teaching girls that if they are just patient enough, an abusive monster will eventually turn into a prince. It sounds harsh, I know, but it makes the romance feel less like destiny. We love them, but the message that it's a woman's job to rehabilitate an angry man's emotions is something we are all ready to leave behind.
Sure. I can
Mulan
race
and
today.
Lee Star aren't just the original power couple because they fell in love with each other's compliments, not their looks. On fire with me. What? Think about it. This wasn't love at first sight. It was respect at first sight. Mulan didn't win him over by batting her eyelashes. She won him over by being a smart soldier and mechanic. What makes this relationship top tier is that Shang fell for her spirit before he ever knew she was a woman. Even when the truth comes out, she's never living about the line, and she's genuinely.
This car, she needs to be driven.
Everybody ready to eat my guts?
Big race. I got
And the
this.
best part, their resistance isn't a dramatic proposal, but a quiet moment to warriors. It is a slow burn build-out to their struggle, proving that the hottest thing in a relationship isn't a magic carpet ride, but genuine people with them. Oh, well, you're having Did you actually say it together? Let's be real for a second about it. The entire foundation of this relationship is actually something else with life. And then Jasmine is strong, independent parents that do easy to be allowed to be one. Yet she ends up trying to invite. Aladdin didn't just have a right line. He constructed an entire fake identity and personality because he didn't trust the right. But it comes out that this is an age of yes. No, of course not. If the bad system is going to that way, now we get to get rid that is not romantic, it's still manipulation. I'm not so many questions about Jasmine. It's the law, you don't have to do that. Jasmine deserves a partner who is honest and exact, not someone who keeps their identity in the night. Very important. It places love with the curiosity of scientists rather than the judgment of the politics. Don't get me wrong, this is kind of fit the wild woman. It's coming into a proper woman and she is genuinely fascinated by the world. Iconic scenery that isn't just about physics and fashion, it is about vision, two completely different universes with different themselves. And honestly, fans love because she makes the most important. Jumping off the ship to play in the zone. Not because she has to, but because she realizes that civilized young and allows the judgment to let the line. She proves that true learning is not counted at home. It's not a thing. And she is brave enough to leave everything behind her. A real partner study that the blind is the full season. They call you out with young men. I don't know if you hear this, but Nala is usually one of the most respected girl bands in Disney history because she refused to let anyone take Disney's way up. And she finally living in their views and freedom of her lifetime.
Don't be mad at me because I make this.
She doesn't just join in on fun, she challenges him to remember who he is. And you know what? Fans love the physical and emotional strength she displays. She literally pins him during their fight, proving she is his equal in every way. Her love is tough, grounded, and necessary. She reminds the audience that the best relationships are the ones that hold a mirror up to us and demand that we be better. She didn't just want a king, she wanted the man she knew Simba could be. Esmeralda stands out in the Disney canon because her love language isn't gifts or quality. It's justice. In The Hunchback of Notre Dame, she becomes an instant icon not because of her romance, but because of her spine. While the rest of Paris mocks Quasimodo, she stands on the scaffold and screams, "Sanctuary!" A level of bravery that puts every other character to shame. Her relationship with Phoebus only works because she proves she shares her moral code, defining his own orders to do what is right. Whenever we meet, I end up bleeding.
That arrow on pushed her out.
In fact, fans adore her as she is entirely self-possessed. She refuses to be owned or silenced by cowardness. She teaches the audience that the most attractive quality in a partner is wealth or time, but the courage to stand up to the vulnerable when no one else will. On the darker side of the dating pool, we have Helga Sinclair from Atlantis, the lost empire, who views relationships purely as business transactions. Let's be real for a second. She is the definition of a femme fatale, using her attraction as a weapon.
And then here comes Step light. The wind looks not like you can wait.
While she has a cool, mysterious vibe that initially draws viewers in, the treatment of Milo reveals a cold, calculated nature that turns quickly cynical. She quotes and manipulates her way into stuff, only to reveal that she's willing to destroy an entire civilization. The fact is kind of true. There is a specific kind of betrayal that blocks someone from the outside of it. When she finally faces the consequences, the audience doesn't feel pity. They feel justice for the own.
The second one again is eye to eye.
These eyes something I want to hold on to. Most recent movies end in the wedding, but here's the thing about Pocahontas. It ends with a goodbye, and somehow this last dance is better. So the Pacific Gauntlet is a bridge between war and war. Not simply, the true power is something of the mind. Instead of choosing a day for something and spring from the school, you just think you need to hit people. Believe it or not, if it was me, I probably would have taken steps because to make that heartbreaking criticism that validates you. He says that sometimes the greatest act of love is letting go of failure and death. It sounds hard, I know, but it remains one of the most dignified and adult and sincere history. Mark's eventually gets a redemption arc like the Steel System. In the early episodes, she's really looking at a second system. She represents that toxic jealousy that baffles ruling towards his family. Her initial reaction to Sophia isn't welcome, it's a calculated tension of dominance. And come on, she really wants to fix Sophia, but it's just because she is scared of losing the spotlight.
Everything she knows.
We've all been there, dealing with someone insecure, but seriously, Amber takes it to a new level. I'm just saying it is a prime example of how envy can turn a potential sister into a villain who actively roots for your failure.
Oh, and it's because he counterspell in one of his books. I was watching the college
In the world of Robin Hood, Maid Marian is the personification of loyalty. Despite years of separation and the dangers of Robin's lifestyle, she never wavers in her belief. I don't know if you need to hear this, but that is true commitment. What makes her so loved is that she isn't just waiting in his power. She is his peace in a world of chaos. And you know what? Fans love her playful spirit. Like when she joins the archery tournament in disguise or laughs at the absurdity of the sheriff's answers. She understands that Robin's mission is bigger than their run, and she supports his rebellion without ever trying to make him choose between her and people. She represents the quiet strength of a girlfriend who doesn't need to be loud to be influential. And honestly, we love to see it. We all love the idea, but if we look back at the classic source, Minnie Mouse wasn't always the supportive partner we know her. In her early diva era, she often played the role of the damsel who would intentionally put herself in danger, or pick fights just to see if Mickey would save him. There are moments where she seems to enjoy making Mickey feel secure, using his kindness as a way to test his loyalty. Look, I'm not a relationship, but modern audiences find this dynamic exhausting rather than cute. It represents a dated trope where